Relationship for Dumbasses by Orphaned Account on AO3. Episode 5, Chapter 3, Scars. Midoriya Izuku was boring. If he were a bagel, he'd be plain. If he were an ice cream flavor, he would be vanilla. The special talent section was always sold out when he got there, and the only personalities they had left was loser and wimped. So he got both because it was a 2-for-1 deal, but at least this boring sack of potatoes could help serve to relieve the boredom of other people's lives. Izuku is stupid. Izuku is stupid. The boys in his neighborhoods would chant and throw rocks at him. Sticks and stones can break his bones, and words hurt him too. Did it make him feel like shit? Hell yeah, it did. But then it would always turn around. We need another football player. Let's get Izuku. My mom says I could only go in the woods with a group of more than 4. Let's get Izuku. I think someone needs to test my skills against. Where's Izuku? The world was playing with his heart. Mom, the neighborhood kids called me to play, can I? Mama Midoriya, by comparison, clearly saw how nasty her son was being treated. But seeing her Izuku, so happy to be needed, broke her heart, and she didn't have the heart to tell him. Izuku gets his first scar on the back of his neck during what he calls the fall. He and the neighborhood boys were exploring the forest. There's a creek that runs down the middle, and in order to cross over it, they had to walk over the trunk of a fallen tree. For a forest creek, the thing runs pretty damped, kind of like a ravine. And it's no wonder most parents forbid their children from crossing a log raised 30 feet in the air, and most children like to do so. Are brave little brats, and they don't give a shit about what their parents say. Izuku was not most children. Izuku, don't chicken out now. The other boys called from the other side of the creek as he stands shaking. Hurry up, or we're gonna throw rocks. Children are dumb. See? They play this game and think throwing rocks gets a person to hurry the hell up, but getting injured, believe it or not, makes it harder to move. But the threat, that makes Izuku hurry the hell up. He's already shaking like a leaf before he steps in the log. So once his 5-year-old little feet make contact with the wood, he wobbles and slips off the side, landing with a large splat in the creek. Water floods his nose as he comes up sputtering. His legs hurt. His lungs hurt. He was going through emotional and physical shock. Unexpectedly free-falling 30 feet tends to have that effect on a person's body. Izuku, are you okay? Someone calls 30 feet above his head. He'll live. Someone else responds. We're gonna go ahead, okay? Footsteps. Okay. He weasels, but by that time, everyone had left. 30 feet and a blue water landing had hurt like hell. Izuku promised himself to never again do something that could have him fall through the air for more than a few seconds. Trying to grasp onto something, but coming up with nothing, crashing into the earth. He breaks that promise pretty soon. Izuku's mom makes killer fairy cakes. They're nothing fancy, light sponge cakes with vanilla glaze and a couple of sprinkles. Actually, Izuku thinks back to it, they're probably taste that great either, but they're his mom's baking creations, and something about his mom just always makes something magical. On his 6th birthday, Izuku can smell the cake before it could come out of the oven. And he's so excited he sprinkles through the house and onto the clean, tiled floor of the kitchen. And if anyone knows anything about floor kitchens, it's that they are slippery as fuck. He hops a little, scrambles to regain his balance, and skips, eating a big chunk of the floor instead of cake. He gets his 2nd scar like this. Hey, Izuku, are you okay? His mom crouches beside him and helps him get up, reaching around to make for the first aid kit. Okay. He weasels as his mom treats the cut below his ear. He looks around, wincing when the alcohol-soaked cotton ball touches his cut. Mom, where are the other kids? She pauses. Oh, Izuku, honey, I'm sorry. Some of them had last-minute things to do and couldn't make it. Today will be just you and Mommy, okay? Okay. He agrees easily. He's a bit upset, but it's hard to stay like that when there's fairy cake involved. He gets his third scar when he tries to cut a cake in half and accidentally shanks himself with a butter knife. Without telling his mom, he brings some leftover cake to the boys who couldn't make his party. How'd you get that scar, Izuku? Oh, I tripped and fell, he confessed, and scratched at the one at the back of his neck sheepishly. No way, again, Izuku? They laugh. Why are you so dumb? Um, he says, oh, I have some cake from my birthday. Here. Okay, thanks, Izuku. Sorry I couldn't make it, by the way. Didn't really want to come. They bite into the cake. This is really good. It's. Izuku bites at his lips and focuses himself to smile. No problem. I hope you can come next year. They're already gone. Middle school passes like this. Izuku alone at class, at school events, in the library, in the after school clubs. High school passes in pretty much the same way, but with a few defining moments. Moment number one comes in the beginning. Izuku falls in love with some girl in his class. Her name's Hagakure. She's not very popular. In fact, most of the classmates didn't seem to notice her. He thinks it's a pretty sweet deal. No competition. No sense of feeling out of her league. He can ask her out and they'd be pretty happy together. Hagakure? He asks after class, as she's walking away. Hagakure's pretty damn fast and he has to do his little scramble run to catch up to her. He immediately regrets having that scramble run as his fast mode of non-vehicle transportation because one, it looks absolutely ridiculous, and two, he has a 50-50 success rate. Failure meant face planting into the dirt, and during the critical moments, defining moments in his teenage years, the moment of mustering up the courage to confess to a girl, what does he do? He plants face into the dirt. No, oh my god, Izuku, are you okay? Hagakure turns around to help him, and, well, at least he got her to stop walking. Okay. He wheezes. He's way too embarrassed to lift his face from the dirt, much less confess to her. So he lets her make sure that he's okay before leaving. He sits up, and his face palm is dirty, already throbbing face, wondering why life is so hard. Moment number two comes in the form of high school career surveys. What do you want to be? How about you, Midoriya? An actor, a doctor, a soldier? What'd you say? Why? I want to be useful. He replies, and everyone around him smiles and laughs. I'm bored. A classmate whines as he packs up to go home. Hey, Izuku, you want to be helpful, right? He nods. Go jump off the building then. Do a flip and pray you'll be more useful in your next life. He just insinuated suicide. Izuku thinks. Think before you speak. I have something to do. Uh, um, with all his stupid mouth could say. Did friends seriously tell each other to die? He had to do something. So he did. He jumped. By some fucking miracle, he managed to stay alive, but with two gash-like scars on two broken arms. What were you thinking? His mother sobbed into the hospital bedsheets. When she asked, he didn't really know. It took a long time before he understood himself why. No one except his mother visits him in the hospital, so he spent most of his time watching TV. He binged on anime, Neon Genesis in particular. He watched as Shuji was labeled as a coward who only was useful when he piloted the Engelions. Sometimes he didn't even want to pilot, choosing his own feeling over the world. Izuku thought he was really pathetic. And so, high school passed like this. Izuku alone at class, at school events, at parties, in the library, and after school clubs. Izuku alone in his neighborhood, in his room, on his couch, at home. Mom, I don't, he says one day, from his spot in front of the TV, not really paying attention to the sitcom. He says this, not because he has to say something, but because he has to say something. I don't know what to do with my life. Well, if there was one thing he learned from the last incident, it's at least don't jump off a building. Oh, Izuku. His mom balls the bowl of mashed potatoes and hugs him. Izuku can tell, from the cushion on her belly, that the weight of her arms, that she's been stressing again. I am so sorry. She sobs like she's the one who doesn't know what to do with herself. Keep trying. There's probably a meme somewhere when I don't expect anything but am still disappointed. He didn't expect much advice, but he's still disappointed. Okay, again, sorry for that one day weird not posting anything. Sleep got to me. I've been having trouble sleeping lately, and it's gotten to the point where I'm frustrated. I'm so sleepy. Seasonal depression is coming along, and it's hitting me hard. It's supposed to semi-hit me in December and then slowly transition and get literally worse, but it seems to have decided to do the I'm gonna hit you. Instead of slowly ease you into it, I'm just gonna shove you into the water and drown you. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. 1 second you're breathing air, the next you're breathing water. Anyway, enough of that depresso espresso shit. This was a really interesting chapter, Scars. Katsuki not being in Izuku's past is very interesting. I'm telling you, Izuku's gonna catch feelings for Katsuki. Also, I saw a comment saying that they don't know what ships are gonna sail, what ships are not gonna sail. I think in the end, Todoroki and Bakugou are gonna be like the end all be all. But like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I also thought we were gonna go through a whole episode without hearing the 1 or 2 situation, but it happened. Knew it was gonna happen. But yeah, no hate on the author, on their type of writing style. It's a very unique type of writing style, personally. I don't think I would sit here if it's Shindeku, I would sit through it, right? But personally, I just don't like that type of writing style. That's a personal, thing. There's nothing wrong with the writing style. I just personally, like it because I used to write like this, so like every time I see it, I see my old writing style, and I whatever. Point taken is, for having a writing style that I don't not genuinely but regularly like to read and whatever, it's actually pretty good. I'm really intrigued. The only thing, my only actual critique is please inform me, what is the main shippings? I'm so confused. I'm not the only one, please. Todoroki, Kiribaku, Todobaku, BKDK, like, I'm sorry. Is this the Avengers? Are we collecting them all? Pokemon? ? I'm so confused. Can we get more tags to give me a little more of an understanding of what's gonna happen? Can I know what the main characters are? So far, we've just seen Todoroki and Bakugou. Are we gonna get Kirishima next? I'm so confused. But I will say, this is actually a really enjoyable fic so far. I've been actually enjoying sitting down and reading this. I don't know where we're gonna go. I'm actually at my seat. I'm on my tippy toes. Maybe this is part of the experience. Being on the edge of your seat 24/7, seeing what's gonna go. What is the author gonna do this time? Are we gonna go Todoroki? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Please inform me. Okay. Anyways, this was really cool chapter. I really like this. We still have more of this chapter. I'm gonna be doing shorter chapters or episodes, mainly just because I'm trying to get back into a schedule, and I am so fucking sleepy and tired and EP sleepy, and I'm trying to get back into a schedule. So don't mind me. Trying to rank up before seasonal depression hits me full face. Yeah. Anyways, as always, Mary and Josh, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description, and my merch shop. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.